Listen, I grew up in a small town too. Okay, I understand what it's like to move to...
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got a WCBL matchup for you tonight with the High Flyers taking on the Attack from Sac.
Well, you know I'm excited for this one. It's a classic NorCal versus SoCal showdown. The Attack from Sac, obviously out of Sacramento, my hometown, and the High Flyers are here in LA.
And the stars for the team tonight, it's Mills leading the way for the High Flyers with the newcomer MP. And Drexel Carrington is the big name for the Attack from Sac.
And both of these players are viewed as blue-chip prospects, some of the best in the region. I'm sure there are plenty of scouts on hand waiting to see how they fare against similarly ranked talent. I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from Sac, Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. The starting five for the High Flyers tonight has Devontae Mills orchestrating the point, Brock handling the shooting guard duties, O'Neal and Ben Gove at the forward spots, and manning the middle is going to be MP at center. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Good defense, but better offense from Lund.
To the middle. Here's MP. Gove. And camped in the lane there and gets the 3-second call. Here's Pagan. Outside Carrington. Lund. Lund inside. Great D that time from MP. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young, and sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Now Carrington to the paint. Lund, and Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
Outside MP. And Lund with the rejection. Outside Carrington. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And Lund slams it in.
Blocking in, putting that body to work. Lund set an effective screen and then got himself into scoring position.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly, we'd say.
Stolen away by Gove. MP now covered by Martinez.
And all of that created off the turnover.
Tremendous anticipation on the defensive end, then the awareness to get the ball up the floor.
On top of that, the aggressiveness at the rim. What an excellent sequence. The man just makes plays. That pass is on point.
MP up top. Makes it off the glass.
That's strong, fundamental basketball. Getting the ball where it needs to be.
Sac trailing here. Martinez outside. To the inside. One. That's good. His 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace. Kudos for Martinez for earning that call. His coaches like it when he's being aggressive on offense.
And that
Substitution for the attack from Sac. Substitution for High Flyers.
one tries a three off the inbound. Pagan picks up the board. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
MP with the bucket.
Good team play there. Sets him up nicely.
Sac in the lead. Carrington outside. The three is up. Hauled in by High Flyers. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. Shooting 80% on the night. Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Lund misses.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And some fantastic passing for them in this one.
The ball is flying around. They look like a disciplined, well-coached team out there.
Now MP. 16 points for him. That one falls. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Pass to Brock. Outside O'Neal. MP. Back to O'Neal. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
O'Neal, if you look at that again, he made that play happen. I mean, he planted his feet, and he neutralized the defender.
Pass to Olsen. Over MP. Shot from Olsen, no good. The High Flyers trailing. Now MP. Guarded by Lund. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. So both teams changing it up here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Carrington with it. 11 points on the game so far. Lund misses. Some clock management right here. This is where you get a 2-for-1.
Every opportunity counts.
And he makes that one.
And he has been feeling it all game. His shot is falling from everywhere he puts it up.
On offense, here's Sac. Now here is Martinez. Down low. Lund. Out of bounds. It'll be the High Flyers ball.
High Flyers ball.
And it's High Flyers with the ball. 3-point lead. It's MP missing. Carrington for 3. And releases it in time, but it's off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. High Flyers leading this one, up by 3. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the attack from Sac gearing up for the second half action in West Coast Basketball League. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
And it's High Flyers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. MP throws it down.
Creating opportunities for others the entire evening.
It's beautiful to watch. This is how basketball's supposed to be played.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Lund misses. Brock outside. MP. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you see them adding to their lead. Right now, they're following their game plan to perfection.
Absolutely. They're getting good looks and finding ways to capitalize.
MP with the block. Mills on the wing to the paint. MP outside. And the dunk by MP.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Lund slams it in.
It's been a monster night for Austin Lund. With his physical tools, it's really tough to stop him once he gets rolling.
MP up top. The floater. And Lund with the rejection. Gov outside. Shot clock at 5. Mills, no good. Sack trailing here. Martinez with the ball. And now guarded by Brock. To the inside. It's in and good for a 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Lund is attacking with confidence inside, making full use of his frame.
Inside. MP. Lund with the rebound. Now here's Martinez. He's guarded closely. Second chance shot. Lund misses. Past MP. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
An improving aspect of O'Neal's game. If we have a second to talk about his playmaking, because right there he just made the right play, and he knows that that's important for his team.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle, a one-on-one situation.
We're getting a taste of Gov's all-around game, picking out a nice pass to log the assist.
On offense, here's Sack. They trail by 9, and the attack from Sack call time here.
A change needs to happen. They're getting blitzed in the paint.
Maybe time for a stop. Bring it.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
The drive by MP. Misses in close. Pass to Olsen. No good there with the triple. And here are the high flyers now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Ooh, the dime, courtesy of Mills. He's got a great feel for the floor.
Now Carrington. Pass to Olsen. Had a chance to cut it there to single digits, but it's off target. From 10 feet out. And the high flyers tack on 2 more.
Got himself into a real good position there. Can't pass that shut up.
Here's Olsen.
Who's watching it?
Carrington up top. It's Mecca. Shot from Olsen, no good. Down low. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues to grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
And the attack from Sack call time here. So both teams making some changes here.
Austin Lund, Ivory Lund, Edward Martinez, Michael Pagan.
O'Neal with the steal.
Substitution for High Flyers.
Here's MP. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
They've been so efficient on offense here in the second half.
Yeah, and since the break, these two teams have completely different shooting charts.
Now Carrington, guarded by O'Neal. On the wing, it's Martinez. 5 to shoot. Over Brock. And again, the attack from Sack, no good.
Coach can't disagree at all with the shot selection.
MP guarded by Lund. And MP gets it to go.
You always want to see assisted baskets. Credit Brock right there for providing the key final pass.
Outside, Lund to stop the run. The high flyers grab the miss.
And they're desperate for a bucket.
They can totally feel it slipping away. Got to get a jump start for their offense.
The 3 from Gove. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass.
Not nearly enough energy on the boards there to prevent the
How's it
putback.
going, my friends?
At the
Welcome
defensive
to
end,
my
they've got to
live.
be
Right
way
now,
more
we are
aggressive than
playing
that on the
some
glass.
And the attack from Sack
NBA
called time here.
2k26 my career. I'm going to do an hour or two video today.
The high flyers decide to go with a different
Thank you
look
for
out there.
subscribing, my friend.
Substitution for High Flyers.
Pass to Olsen. Here's Hilton. To the inside. Power down with both hands.
Dynamic two-handed jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Oh, that is some tough, gritty finishing.
Now here's MP. Inside. And finished off by Callahan.
You don't get a more high percentage look than that for Callahan. A dominant force in close.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Olsen. Jumper over MP. They get it back. And Callahan with the stuff. To the paint. Here's MP.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Here's Mecca. Pass to Hilton. 4-3. Drills it from deep.
Keegan Milton.
Here's Brown. To the inside. MP. And MP throws it down.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
And here's Robinson. Pass to Mecca. Here's Hilton. Cunningham. Clock at 6. MP with the block. And it's out of bounds. Sack will retain possession here.
Substitution for the attack from Sack.
Shot clock at 2. The triple for Martinez. The high flyers grab the miss. Here's MP. Now here's Callahan. Back to MP. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Edward Martinez. And the first one drops.
For the High Flyers. MP.
Both shots are good from the stripe. And so here it's Sack. Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
I'll catch up in a second, all right? MP. Hey. Great game, man. Hey, that's exactly what you need to do to get the scouts' attention.
Man, I didn't know you was gonna be here.
Are you kidding me? You're my client now. I show up for my clients. Plus, Dion said that if I didn't look out for you, he'd ban me from the gym, and I can't have that.
Really? That's why I love that guy.
Yeah, he's the greatest. Hey, listen, I got some news for you. I talked to my guy who knows things, and it's looking like you are a lock for the All-Star game. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, man. It's great. Hey,
Yes.
but listen, every game is a chance to raise or lower your stock.
Right.
So do not take your foot off the gas.
Never that, Mr. Kelly.
That's right. All right, man. I'll see you later, MP. Keep grinding.
Hey, thank you. Oh, man. You're Brandon Harris.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Loon Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role. And the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers tonight has Devontae Mills orchestrating the point, Brock handling the shooting guard duties, O'Neal and Ben Gov at the forward spots, and manning the middle is going to be MP at center. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Now here's Mills. Here's Brock outside. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to go against Gov. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Diaz. Now here's Bird. Shoots over O'Neal. And again, Union Elite get the bucket. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from NP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
Gov, no good.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
His activity was just as effective as a block. Made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Now here's Diaz. And it's Harris slamming it home.
Oh, terrific job to go up and get that one. Nice hands. Harris with an agile move for a big fella.
To the middle. MP with the look. And MP throws it down.
He sure knows how to make an impression with his throwdowns.
It's not a matter of if he's going to get to the rim. It's a matter of what he will do when he gets there.
This time, showing some style with the one-hand slam.
Now here's Diaz. Finds Bird. To the inside. Now Harris. MP with the block. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Now here's Bird. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
Over the defense. Jake Bird still able to get one to go from close. Not easy and not something that is easy to practice either. Nicely done.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
Union Elite trailing here. Outside Diaz. Bird guarded by O'Neal. And he uses the glass on the layup.
We know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
Down low. And the ball goes out of bounds. Union Elite will have it.
Substitution, Union Elite, Kevin Kolish.
Here's Kolish. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to MP. Myers gets the three to fall.
Nice flow to this sequence. Like to see the players working as a unit.
And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
To the left wing. MP. He's covered by Harris. Mills outside. Corner shot. Count that bucket.
Well, Mills is great at making plays for others, but he can also get his own too.
And so Union Elite has it here. It's a three-point game. Kicks it to Walker. Polish. Harris sets the pick. Inside. And Harris slams it home.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
To the paint. MP with the look. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
And Union Elite has possession. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Back to Kolish. Now Harris. Now here's Robert. Over to the left wing. Diaz. Here's Harris. Outside for Diaz. Harris in at the high post. Over MP. Harris, no good. The high fly is leading. Here's MP. Plays it in off the break.
MP.
Here's Diaz. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Here's Hamadawi. Pass to Mills. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray.
And I'm starting to see the momentum clearly swing in their favor.
They're taking control, no doubt, and they want that lead to continue going up.
Now here's Diaz. Here's Harris. And it's Harris slamming it home.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
And the dunk by MP.
Inflicting some punishment on the defense with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now is the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Diaz. Harris, no good.
I think that one could have easily fallen for him.
The D may have done just enough there.
Here's MP, plenty of space. And the high flyers tack on two more.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
And Union Elite has possession. Trailing by 10. Harris in at the high post. To the middle. Robert. One up, one down as he hits his first shot of this game.
Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
Stolen away by Harris. Here's Kolish. That one short off the rim.
Not the best shot selection from them.
Yeah, they know how to look for a better chance than that one.
Myers. Good.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Now here's Diaz. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. It's good.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
It's good with a drive. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
And so we wrap up the first half. High Fly is leading this one, up by 10. And plenty more to come right after this. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. And Union Elite with possession. It's a 10-point game. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
No question they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their offense, like an engine in a fine car. It's been humming.
Not every big at this level can shoot, Joe. I mean, Brandon Harris is an exception and an exceptional shooter. Skills and size and 3 more points.
Now here's MP. He's got 22. Fader on the way. Harris comes down with the board. Outside Diaz. Now Harris. And Robert is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
He's a strong finisher at the rim. He's not going to miss a chance like that.
And he doesn't even need 2 hands to do it.
Yeah, his teammates are loving that one. Hyped up before he even got off the ground.
Now here's Diaz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Now here's MP. Diaz covering. Count it.
MP.
It's hard to believe he's in high school. The way he's moved the ball today has been tremendous.
I like the leadership and the effort to get the other guys going. And you see how much they appreciate it out there.
Bird with the ball. Guarded by O'Neal. Great D that time from Nathan O'Neal.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside. But the defense forms a wall, and he can't get past.
MP.
It's like Mills has a sixth sense when he's got a teammate open, like when I see snacks on the pregame table.
Diaz with it. Pass now to Harris. Pure from three-point range. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue-chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role. It is such a treat to watch a young player who competes hard at both ends of the ball.
That's what his reputation has become. All effort, all the time.
And that focus has paid off. How many putback dunks have we seen from this guy?
Now here's Bird. Count it, that bucket is good.
And Harris overcoming the contest. He was ready to outwork the inside D.
Timeout called. The High Flyers talk things over.
Substitution for High Flyers.
Right side, MP uses the glass to finish the layup.
MP.
The team does a good job of getting it in close.
And here's Mitchell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Diaz. Takes it off the glass.
And although he is a guard, Diaz, he's not bashful. He's trying his luck inside, and with these results, you see why he goes in there.
Gov outside from the arc. And it's Bird with the board. Here's Mitchell. MP grabs the miss.
When you get that kind of look from the defense, you have to let it fly.
MP throws it down.
MP.
Tremendous bounce. He is fun to watch on the court.
Tantalizing athleticism. He's got that it factor.
With dunks like that, he's got the crowd in the palm of his hands. That's strong, fundamental basketball. Getting the ball where it needs to be.
And he makes that one.
You always want to see assisted baskets. Credit Brock right there for providing the key final pass.
And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
Brandon Harris. Kevin Collins. Nick Pagan. Substitution for High Flyers.
Down low. Hauled in by High Flyers. And here's the fast break. Here's Brown. Offline with the baseline J. Harris with it. He's picked up by MP. Pagan shot's good.
Well, Harris likes to score it with the best of them. But there, he decided to feed the open teammate.
MP. And MP throws it down.
And he tacks on a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk slam.
That's bringing it down hard.
It is, and it's symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now Harris. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. Whistle on MP.
Guys, there's so many things to like about Harris. The biggest attribute might be his ability to guard multiple positions, and he can score like a machine.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for the three-point play.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Union Elite with the ball. They trail by 14. Pass to Bullock. Shot over Callahan. Bullock, no good. MP, defended by Harris. Yep, that one goes.
Ooh, the dime, courtesy of Mills. He's got a great feel for the floor.
Now Pagan. Pass to Bullock. Pulls it. Misses the deep three-pointer. They're running. It's good. He needs true contact on the shot, so he'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Flyers, MP.
It's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It is essential to put a stop to this run.
And here's Harris for three. And Callahan pulls it down. And it's High Flyers with the ball. 19-point lead, which is the biggest of the game.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Here's Walker. Pass to Robert. Nice D from Leon Callahan.
And now they're starting to panic a little bit as the drought just continues to worsen.
Time for some kind of leadership to step up and put a stop to this run.
MP. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Outside, Harris. Walker. Pass to Robert. Clock at 6. Walker covered by MP. And Kolish misses. Now the High Flyers with it. MP on the left side. MP throws it down.
Their shooting percentage just keeps improving here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job sharing the ball. Good teamwork typically does result in high percentage shots.
Now Harris. Here's Walker. Pass to Robert. And here's Harris. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a good pass. Right where he needed it to execute and finish.
Here's Walker. Now here's Robert. Defended now by Callahan. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. MP high post. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the High Flyers making a change here. Now here's Diaz. Bird outside. Over MP. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Pass to Dunn. MP. And the dunk by MP.
You know what? I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with a steady one-hand jam.
Outside Diaz. Here's Bird. And the layup's good off the glass.
Making the most of a close range look. Bird did not want to waste that shot.
Here's MP. And he comes up with the deuce.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Diaz with it. Harris in at the high post. Good D that time from MP. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And MP throws it down.
And that's what any coach loves to see, the possession ending in an assist.
And here's Bird.
You got him.
Inside. Here's Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Bird.
Using his unpredictability to his own advantage, a tough cover for any defense.
So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High.
Move, I did like.
Yeah, good game out there. If you could pull that off, that would